Hello, YouTube. Every minute, the equivalent of one garbage truck of plastic waste enters our oceans. By 2050, scientists predict that there will be more plastic than fish in the sea by weight. This devastating environmental crisis has long seemed insurmountable, with conventional plastics taking hundreds of years to decompose while shedding harmful microplastics into our food chain and ecosystems. Well, Japan has been looking for answers, and they do have brilliant scientists. So researchers at the Japan's prestigious Riken Center for Emergent Matter Science have developed what may be the most promising solution to date, a truly revolutionary biodegradable plastic that dissolves in seawater within hours and enriches soil within days. The groundbreaking material represents not just an incremental improvement in plastic sustainability, but a fundamental paradigm shift in how we conceptualize materials science. Unlike previous biodegradable alternatives that merely break down into smaller pieces or require industrial composting facilities, according to Japanese media, Riken's innovation addresses the complete life cycle of plastic, from production to decomposition, creating a truly circular material that leaves no harmful residue in our environment. So, this is science behind this remarkable innovation, its environmental benefits, challenges to widespread adoption, and the transformative potential it holds for industries worldwide. Plastic waste and marine pollution have been some of the most pressing environmental issues for decades. As somebody who has been studying oceans for my own private research, of course, for other areas where ocean is quite mysterious. Anyway, I've seen a lot myself. And not only oceans, I've seen it in various seas around the world. This plastic waste causes severe harm to marine life and ecosystems. However, groundbreaking innovation from Japan might offer a game-changing solution to this crisis, and this is good news. So, what they have developed at the Riken Center for Emergent Matter Science is like advanced biodegradable plastic that dissolves in seawater within just a few hours and breaks down in soil within 10 days, enriching the soil fertility. So it's a double whammy. Unlike conventional plastics that does persist in the environment for centuries, I'm not even speaking about microplastics yet. This revolutionary material addresses two global challenges: plastic pollution and soil degradation in a single innovation. So we know that the traditional plastics, they take centuries to decompose, and they contaminate oceans and other water reservoirs around the planet. They definitely harm wildlife and contribute greatly to pollution. While in contrast, the Riken team's biodegradable plastic completely dissolves in seawater within hours, significantly reducing long-term environmental damage and eliminating microplastic pollution. One day I will talk in greater detail about microplastic and what, for example, the scientists in the Russian Federation are doing about it. But today we'll talk about Japan. So, what is known? When exposed to soil, using the Japanese method, the plastic fully decomposes within 10 days, transforming into organic matter that restores essential nutrients and enhances carbon content. This dual function of quick degradation and soil enrichment makes it a sustainable alternative for waste management. Key features of this biodegradable plastic: 1. Rapid biodegradation. Again, dissolves in seawater within hours prevents microplastic pollution. Breaks down in soil within 10 days, enhancing soil health. I repeat it because it's very important. And think about ramifications for our planet if this is adopted worldwide. 2, non-toxic and food safe, made from food safe ingredients, making it suitable for packaging, medical and food industries. Completely non-toxic and does not release harmful byproducts. 3, eco-friendly and climate conscious. 0 carbon dioxide emissions during decomposition, unlike conventional plastics that release greenhouse gases. Helps reduce global carbon footprint, combating climate change. That's for those who are into this stuff, but I just want to list it here because there are questions about the overall panorama of this issue, but at least it addresses it. Can be easily recycled, reducing the need for new plastic production. That's very important. What are the potential applications according to Japanese media? This innovation could revolutionize multiple industries with sustainable alternatives. Sustainable packages could replace single-use plastic in food, cosmetics, and consumer goods packaging. Medical uses, ideal for biodegradable surgical sutures, drug capsules, or temporary medical devices. Agricultural, since it enriches soil, it could be used in biodegradable mulch films or plant pots. Very important too. Look, plastic solution has reached crisis levels. Millions of tons of plastic waste entering the oceans every year. Go to your beach, wherever you are, if there is one nearby, and look. And you will look at the shore, look at the water, and there is much you cannot see, but it's there, unfortunately, from plastic. Unlike many biodegradable plastics that still leave behind microplastic residues, this new material completely dissolves while offering an environmental benefit by improving soil fertility. Japan's breakthrough in biodegradable plastic could transform global sustainability efforts, actually providing industries and governments with a realistic, eco-friendly alternative to traditional plastics. So, if widely adopted, it has the potential to significantly reduce plastic waste, protect marine ecosystems. This is very important because I've seen myself what plastic is doing to such ecosystems. And of course, all this could contribute to a cleaner, greener, promising future. With such a promising solution on the horizon, could this be the key to finally solving the world's plastic crisis? I understand that in various countries around the world, they are working on bacteria that eats plastic. Very interesting. This is something else, something new. And now from Central Asia news, because they're also keeping an eye. So let me read what they say. I will repeat a few things, but it's interesting because they also see the potential. And for those who keep an eye on Central Asia, it's a powerhouse that's going to explode, I think, in the near, in the future decades, and in a good sense. There are a lot of people and a lot of potential. Japan has developed a plastic that completely dissolves in seawater in 1 hour. Central Asia News reports. The study was conducted by specialists from Riken Center for Advanced Materials and the University of Tokyo. They showed how a small piece of new plastic disappears into seawater in just an hour without residue and harmful particles. Children have no choice about which planet to live on. Our responsibility is to provide them with a better environment, according to the project manager Takuzo Aida. But just keep in mind, the Central Asian news is very recent, while the Japanese report I read you is from, I believe, March. So, hasn't been like a breakthrough, an advancement. The development, continues Central Asian news, is not only safe for nature, but also durable like ordinary petroleum-based plastic. Upon contact with salt, it breaks down into simple components, which are then destroyed by bacteria without the formation of microplastics. According to scientists, in the soil, where there is also salt, such plastic disappears in about 200 hours. At the same time, it is non-toxic, does not burn, and does not emit carbon dioxide. Commercialization has not yet begun, but as Takuza Aida notes, the project has already attracted interest from the packaging industry. According to the United Nations, by 2040, the volume of plastic waste could triple to 23 to 37 million tons per year, but we don't need United Nations to elucidate us. Like I said, go to the nearest shore, to a lake, to your sea bayou, to the ocean shore, and you will see it. So it's good news, and I like to bring you good and promising news from the world of science as often as I can. And if you like my research, please support in the links you find in description to this video. Thank you for your attention to my work. Please like my videos, please subscribe to my channel.